Thank you, Mr Deputy President. I seek the leave of the House to amend private members' business item number 2117 standing in my name on today's notice paper by omitting 21 days and inserting instead 28 days.
Is leave granted? Leave is granted.
Thank you. I move private members' business item number 2117 standing in my name as by leave amended. Mr Deputy President, this is a straightforward motion requesting papers in relation to a SafeWork investigation of psychosocial hazards at the University of Sydney, especially as they related to Jewish staff. The report of a preliminary investigation, finalised on the 20th of February this year, found that the University of Sydney had taken inadequate actions to protect Jewish staff and indeed also students during the encampment and other protest activity following the Hamas attack on Israel last October. The Assistant State Inspector who conducted the preliminary investigation found that, and I quote, "There is no doubt an investigation by SafeWork will identify contraventions of law and determine whether actions needed to be taken to prevent their reoccurrence," end quote. He formally escalated the matter and recommended a full investigation by SafeWork New South Wales. But that recommendation was never actioned, and no further action was taken or any other investigation made, and no reasons have ever been given for this decision. This order for papers seeks the production of all the documents surrounding the initial complaint to SafeWork, the results of the preliminary investigation, and all documents regarding the reasons why the recommendation for a full and further investigation were not followed. And there are two important reasons for this. As the House well knows, we have spent many hours discussing anti-Semitism and hate speech in all of its manifestations. And while different views have been expressed about the conflict in the Middle East, we have been united in seeking to live in a cohesive, peaceful society where we eschew hatred of all kinds. We have legislated for stronger safeguards against hate speech because we recognise the corrosive impact it can have on our society. In his preliminary report, the SafeWork inspector called for further investigation to determine whether actions needed to be taken to prevent the reoccurrence of psychosocial hazards for Jewish staff and students. The report found that anti-Semitic posters, banners, graffiti, flyers, rallies, activists disrupting classes, and harassment and intimidation of Jewish students and staff was commonplace across campus, and that this had created an unsafe workplace for Jewish academics and other staff. It is perplexing, given the importance of this issue, that SafeWork would not have been determined to ascertain whether and what actions were needed to prevent the continuation and reoccurrence of these workplace hazards. Hopefully, these papers, when produced, will help us establish why. This motion is also important because this investigation deals with psychosocial hazards in the workplace. There is limited understanding of this workplace issue and almost non-existent case law. It is important to determine whether SafeWork is treating the issue of psychosocial hazards in the workplace seriously or as a second-order issue. Psychosocial hazards are real. The SafeWork inspector found that in this case, they led to Jewish workers leaving their employment, taking leave, including sick leave, and working in a continuing climate of fear and anxiety. These are issues which should be investigated. I commend this motion to the House.
Thank you.